Predicted Manchester United lineup versus Manchester City. Manchester United will take on arch-rivals Manchester City in today's FA Cup final at Wembley Stadium. Erik ten Hag will be aiming to add another trophy to the cabinet as United look to end the season on a strong note. The club have already lifted the Carabao Cup, and it would be an excellent campaign with another silverware. David De Gea has been United's undisputed choice in goal this term. The Spaniard has made a few errors, but overall, he has had another good season, keeping 25 clean sheets. He is expected to continue between the sticks. Diogo Dalot could make way for Aaron Wan-Bissaka's return at right back. Harry Maguire is set to drop to the bench with Raphael Varane expected to partner Victor Lindelof in central defense. Luke Shaw was an unused substitute against the Cottagers but should return in the left-back spot ahead of Tyrell Malacia. Casemiro has picked up his form over recent weeks, and he will be pivotal in the number 6 position in the Manchester Derby. Christian Eriksen is the natural choice for the number 8 role for Ten Hag, but Fred could be backed with another start. The Brazilian had a lively showing against Fulham. He played a part in both goals, delivering a superb assist for the winner. In attack, Ten Hag has limited options at his disposal with Anthony Martial injured and Antony unlikely to be available for him. It should be a straightforward decision. Bruno Fernandes is a nailed-on starter from the number 10 position as always. Jadon Sancho should play on the right wing with Alejandro Garnacho featuring on the opposite flank. Marcus Rashford, who has 30 goals for the campaign, will lead the attack. He has 5 goals against City from 17 meetings. Manchester United's starting 11 is expected to be like this, so what is your opinion on this subject? Did you like the starting 11? Manuel Ugarte excited by Manchester United interest amid Chelsea and PSG links. Sporting Lisbon midfielder Manuel Ugarte is excited by Manchester United's interest and is keen on a move, reports Ebola. Paris Saint-Germain and Chelsea are also interested in the Uruguay international, but he prefers to join the Red Devils. The Portuguese club are already looking for replacements as they brace for his departure. Man United and other suitors have expressed the willingness to activate Ugarte's €60 million release clause. The 22-year-old wants to join the Old Trafford club for 2 major reasons. Ugarte dreams of playing in the Premier League, and the Red Devils are ready to offer him that chance. The South American is also aware that Erik ten Hag admires him, with the Man United manager seeing him as a player that can help improve his side in the long term. The Red Devils will also be playing in the Champions League next term, making them more appealing. Chelsea failed to qualify for Europe after an underwhelming campaign, which is likely to dissuade Ugarte. Man United are looking to make quality recruitment this summer in a bid to challenge Manchester City next term. Their bitter rivals have won the Premier League 3 times in a row and are gunning for an unprecedented record next season. While a striker is top of Ten Hag's wish list, another defensive midfielder will come in handy. Manchester United scout U20 World Cup goalscorer Marcos Leonardo. Santos striker Marcos Leonardo is reportedly on Manchester United's radar this summer. The Brazilian starlet has scored 3 goals in just 2 games at the U20 World Cup, which is currently taking place in Argentina. According to the Daily Mail, Manchester United have sent scouts to the tournament and they've been left impressed by Leonardo. The 20-year-old is no stranger to Premier League speculation either. It was previously suggested that West Ham made attempts to sign him in January, and they've been tipped to go for him again this summer. We know from Erik ten Hag's time at Ajax that the Dutchman is a fan of the South American market, so don't be surprised to see United act quickly on that front in the coming transfer windows. On top of that, Ten Hag needs more options up front, and I wouldn't be against the idea of signing some young talents to fill out the squad with more quality. United need more than one striker this summer, but people want to emphasize the fact we need a top goal scorer to be one of them. Leonardo cannot be expected to come in and become an instant goal machine, but it would help Ten Hag next season if he had more strikers to bring on from the bench. Victor Osimhen's agent has received calls from Manchester United, but Napoli firm on price tag. Manchester United have been in contact with the agent of Napoli striker Victor Osimhen over a possible summer transfer, according to Gazzetta dello Sport. The Red Devils are aiming to bolster their strike force with a marquee center forward. Harry Kane is the top target for manager Erik ten Hag, but Tottenham Hotspur don't want to negotiate with United. Osimhen is another player that has been constantly linked with a move to Old Trafford, and Gazzetta dello Sport mentioned that his representative has received calls from United, Bayern Munich and Newcastle. The same publication claimed that Napoli have not been able to convince Osimhen to extend his deal expiring in 2025, but President Aurelio De Laurentiis could nonetheless keep him for next season. De Laurentiis is clear that he won't sell his prized asset for less than €150 million this summer. In our view, he would be a huge upgrade on Anthony Martial for the number 9 role. The 24-year-old is just in the prime of his career and could have a similar impact as Erling Braut Haaland. Erik ten Hag confirms long-term injury for Anthony Martial ahead of FA Cup final. Manchester United manager Erik ten Hag has confirmed that Anthony Martial has picked up a long-term injury ahead of the FA Cup final against Manchester City. The Frenchman suffered a muscle tear during the final game of the Premier League season against Fulham, and it appears the injury could be a serious one. Martial was ruled out of the FA Cup final earlier this week, and ten Hag has now revealed that he could be sidelined for a while. He told, "Yeah, it's going to be a long one, but how long, we don't know. We have to do more assessments, s.s." The Frenchman has been injury-prone throughout the current season, and he has played in just 29 out of a possible 62 matches for the club in all competitions. It has been reported that the 27-year-old could be sold in the summer, but that possibility could be ruled out if the forward has picked up a serious injury. In our opinion, United can no longer rely on Martial with his poor injury record, and they must pursue 2 strikers during the upcoming transfer window. The club must avoid a repeat of the Paul Pogba situation. Martial's current deal expires in June next year, but it could be extended for another 12 months.